Matthew challenge, chapter 4. So chapter 3, it wraps up by what? Jesus being baptized and the Holy Spirit descending like a dove upon him. And this is when he was announced to everyone that indeed he has come to do the work of God, or he is the chosen one for the work. Right after that, chapter 4, we realize how the Holy Spirit now leads Jesus into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. So it was not the devil that just tempted him, but it was the Holy Spirit that led him into the wilderness after he has fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. And at the time of hunger, when he was hungry, now the enemy comes to tempt him. This tells us that in this life, spiritual victories are often followed by testing. Even at school, when you are to move on from one grade to the next grade, you have to go through a final test. And once you pass that final test, then you'll be moved on to the next level. So in this case, Jesus was being tempted to move him to the next level, to move him into his ministry. And again, the devil comes to tempt him. So a lot of times, many delays come into our lives. We see ourselves stagnant because of the fact that we have failed many tests. We do not pass the tests, and therefore we do not move on to the next level. The big revelation I actually got out of this is once you're about to move to the next level, you will go through a test, and you must pass that test, because you passing that test is the indication that you can stand or withstand that level that you are being taken to. So many of us were stagnant. Many of us were stuck on the same place because of the fact that we're not passing these tests that comes our way. Jesus passed this test. Imagine if Jesus did not pass the test, then what would have become of his ministry? Would he be able to now do the work that the Lord has called him to do? No. Imagine him bowing to Satan to get temporary crown. Meanwhile, he has been called to what? To finish his ministry, where he will die and he will be sitting at the right hand of the Father interceding on our behalf. So a lot of times we are the ones that delay our progress, or we delay the next step because we are not passing the test that has been given our way. But we notice that Jesus passed the test, and when he did pass the test, his ministry began. And his ministry was back with miracles, signs and wonders, healing. He was healing. He was,